Hello collective, it's Satya back with another video, back with another message. I hope you guys are doing good. I hope you're doing well. I wanted to come to you today and do a little explanation video about Taurus transit into Jupiter. Jupiter transit into Taurus. I am all frazzled because as I was writing my notes and getting my thoughts together for this video, I realized what my freaking Taurus placements are, and I'm already sweating thinking about what my year is going to be like. Kill me now, kill me now, kill me now. But it's going to be okay because you know what, collective? We in this together. We in this together. I help you, you help me, we help each other. So, I'll sort of, talk about this towards the end, but it's going to be very helpful for you guys to know what your Taurus placements are, because Jupiter is going to be in Taurus for a year, which is going to give us all a really great opportunity to work on those energies in a very, very deep way. So, before we get started, I want to remind you that I got an Etsy shop. Go check it out. I got a 20% off coupon code in the description box below. Click it, copy it, go to my shop, pick out something that you want to work on, apply that 20% off code, and purchase something. Let me know. I'd love to work with you. I'd love to be your personal astrologer or your spiritual coach. I'm going to be working on, probably through the rest of this summer, like a journey of the divine feminine, be quiet, Mr. Man, journey of the divine masculine, which will essentially be sort of like a coaching program. So go to my Etsy shop, check it out. Go to my Instagram, follow me on there. Excuse me. And don't forget to like, comment down below, and subscribe to my channel in case you're seeing this and you're not currently subscribed. I mean, why are you not? I'm thebomb.com. So now that that's out of the way, we can get back to Jupiter in Taurus. So Jupiter, I think, entered Taurus back on the 16th. Today is the 19th, but this video is probably going to come out on the 22nd. So today's the 22nd. And it's going to be in Taurus. Jupiter will be in Taurus for a little over a year. So again, this is going to really give you an opportunity to work on those energies that you have in Taurus. With Jupiter being the ruler planet, the ruler of the gods, it really symbolizes and it wants us to think big. It wants us to expand on whatever energies we're working on. The key word there is abundance. And of course, that is, right, an expansive energy, a think big energy, global thinking. It is really learning, getting new perspectives. Jupiter is going to magnify whatever energies are around it, right? Jupiter really symbolizes how we expand our world through the areas of education, law, philosophy, travel, right? Whatever Jupiter touches, it tends to magnify and grow in that area. It is abundance, expansion, global thinking, and it really urges us to take a larger view, like a larger, bigger, wider perspective on life and existence. So again, when we're thinking about how we live our world, how we show up in the world, what we do, how we think, the perspectives we have, Jupiter is going to push us to grow in that area. Jupiter is a huge planet. It is a gas planet, so it's on that outer ring. And as such, it takes 12 years to circle the zodiac. So it spends about a year in each of the signs. Again, this year it will be in Taurus. So when we're talking about, Jupiter's transits, right? Just like Saturn, right? We have a Jupiter's return. And so that Jupiter's return is bringing wisdom, right? It's bringing perspective. It's bringing the lessons of life. Let me put this one down and just kind of hold this. Jupiter's return is bringing the benefits of a life lived. It is because it takes 12 years to come back to your natal chart, right? Like when you were born, wherever Jupiter is, whatever house, whatever sign, it is going to bring, again, that benefit with it. If you've done the work, right? So it wants you to become wiser. Jupiter wants you to expand your perspective. Jupiter wants you to gain the benefits of the lessons of a life lived. It really is about like a personal return on investment. And, the return on investment is only achieved, right, if you've done the investing, if you've done the work. If you haven't done the work, you don't get that return on that investment. You know what I mean? Now you'll get a return, but it's going to be a loss, right? You've spent 12 years, I don't want to say doing nothing, but right, you haven't been investing the right amount of energy in that particular area of life for 12 years. So when Jupiter comes back and meets you exactly where it found you 12 years ago, and it asks, what have you learned? What have you been doing? And you look at Jupiter and you throw your hands up and you say, nothing. Then Jupiter's like, all right, bye. You did nothing, you get nothing. And so that Jupiter return, which is what you are experiencing this year, if by chance Jupiter, if you have, well, I'll say it like this. If Jupiter is in your Taurus, this is your Jupiter's return, right? Now, if you don't have Jupiter in your Taurus as a placement, it still is in Taurus. And whatever planets you do have in Taurus, Jupiter is returning around to those planets in your natal chart, and that is where you'll find that return on investment. So this, again, expansive growth, abundance type of energy of Jupiter can really be overwhelming. If you haven't done the work, if you haven't, been doing the shadow work or trying to grow and trying to evolve, right? You may potentially, when Jupiter comes back in that area, feel really overwhelmed with the problems, because Jupiter is going to expand on those losses. Jupiter is going to expand on those problems that have surfaced. Jupiter is going to expand on that lack of investment. If you have been doing the work, if you have been putting in that investment, then Jupiter is really going to expand on that. But it still has the energy to be an overwhelming type of feeling, right? Abundance can easily be overabundance. And so Jupiter also does really have, I don't want to say has the opportunity, but Jupiter can present itself as an overwhelming thing. too much of a good thing is still too much. So wherever Jupiter is, be sure that you take care to appreciate that value, right? And work to control the expansion of Jupiter in ways that work for you. So, being that Jupiter is coming into Taurus, we have to take a look at what Taurus means. And we've been talking about Taurus a lot lately. There's the new moon in Taurus. I did another reading, and Taurus popped up in that reading. So, really it's about, and we just came out of Taurus season as we move into Gemini. So Taurus lately. So you know that Taurus is represented by the bull. And what is the bull? He's stubborn, right? He's slow. The bull is steady. The bull is not going to be moved if it doesn't want to be moved. And if you try, it's going to turn around and give you the horns, right? So this energy is very slow and steady. It's very practical. It is represented by Mother Earth, by Mother, by the feminine energy. This is material gain. This is material world, matters, resources. This is really bringing life to matter. And what I mean by that is matter is, right, just matter. It is object. It is things. It is the resources that we have, right? Taurus wants to bring life to matter. It wants to bring life to those resources. So this is really an energy about having matter, having resources, having these things, but also what you do with it. And in that aspect, because it's related to the bull, right? It is that slow and steady work that materializes the benefits in the 3D. This is practical and steady. The best way to describe this is imagining like a garden or a field of, a farmer in his fields. And you imagine all the work that you put into tending that garden, into tending those crops. You're, plowing the ground, you're sowing the seeds, you're watering the plants, you're making sure to weed that garden. And then as you see over time, with the work you put in, you see the beautiful flowers start to bloom, right? You see the first little shoots of your crops beginning to grow. You're watching the sun shine down. You're watching the rain pour down. And then boom, right? You get the bloom, you get the growth, and then you're able to make the harvest. That's the energy of Taurus. It's cultivating. Now, this energy of slow and steady growth also comes with a practical skill development, right? Because Taurus is an earth sign, it is very practical. It's very creative. It's terra firma, right? It is here on earth. It's about stability. So this is really about the practicalities of life, but it's also about the luxuries of life. And in that way, you can really look at Taurus as cultivating the resources of our 3D world for practical gain. This is your career. This is your job. This is investments of money. This is how you spend your money. This is how you manage and deal with relationships, right? Are you investing in the right person? Are you investing the right amount of things into your person? And if so, you'll see the benefits of that relationship grow. If not, you'll watch that relationship wither. Same type of example with the garden. Same thing with the relationship. So here, the challenge of Taurus really is that stubbornness, right? Excess, materialism, losing yourself in sex, overeating, overspending, overindulgence, because you're aiming to fill a void, right? There's a hole in the ground, and what am I gonna do with it? I'm gonna pour some stuff in there. I'm pouring. I'm tending. I'm paying too much attention. I don't know when to stop, right? I'm the bull that sees the red flag and I'm just now going. So that is really the challenge of Taurus. Now, because Taurus is ruled by Venus, there is definitely an energy of romance, desire, right? Affection, love, lust. Venus is sensuality. It is, yes, sensuality in the sexual, physical realm, but also in the beauty of the things around us. How you decorate your home, right? Very luxurious furniture, very rich fabrics, very high quality wood for your bed frames or whatever. This is also like the cycles of love, the feelings of love, sometimes hot, sometimes cold, sometimes in the middle, sometimes not at all. This is charm, seduction, passion, and intense emotion. So again, when we talk about Venus and as the ruler of Taurus, there is that energy of overindulgence, right? It's that it's that danger of overindulgence with Venus and Jupiter, right? There's going to be, let me see if I can get that to fit in here. With Jupiter and Venus, it's going to be you might be prone to excess and overindulgence, wanting more, because it's so lovely, because it's so beautiful, because it tastes so good, because I want another serving, right? Jupiter's going to want more and more of the lovely, beautiful things, which, like, natural, right? Who cooks a delicious dinner of your favorite plate and it's just so good, and you're like, oh, let me get another serving. Okay, let me get a little taste here. Oh, let me get a midnight snack. And then before you know it, right, you've cultivated, right? You've fed yourself into an overstuffed belly, and now you're sick. So that is really what you're going to want to watch out for this year. Prone to excess, prone to overindulgence, and because Jupiter is in Taurus, and Taurus is Taurus as being in the second house. Oh, I don't have my second house card. Let me find it really quick. With Taurus being in the second house, or the ruler, not the ruler. With Taurus being at home in the second house, it's really going to be about an energy of resources, right? The practical resources, how you the money, the time, the energy. Here's that card right there, right? So you can see, there it is. There's money, there's coins, there's food. There's that hand that's kind of holding up an arrow, which to me, I'll interpret as like the work, right? You use your hands to work. And what do you do with your hands and work? You gain resources. So with Jupiter in Taurus, and Taurus being at home in the second house, I can't get that. There you go. This is really going to be an energy of opportunities, resources growing. This year is going to be an excellent opportunity for you to grow your business, to grow your brand, to earn lots of money, to get a new job, be successful in your job or your career or in school, right? resources as far as like how you invest your time, right? Maybe you're going to school. So if that's where you put your time and energy, the influence of Jupiter there is really going to bring you that luck. Jupiter is the planet of luck. So this is an opportunity for a big financial gain, big time resource growth. This is big time luck in wherever you are focusing your energy and your resources. On the flip side, if you decide to overindulge in these areas, and there's Jupiter telling you more, then there's also an energy that there's the potential, I guess I would say, there's the potential then to waste your resources, right? If you put your resources into the right area and Jupiter expands on that, then there's that investment paying off. If you put your resources into the wrong area, right, you invest incorrectly, blinded by the beauty of Venus, Jupiter's also going to be there saying more. And then when we come out of this year, you're like, oh hell, where did all my money go? Where did all my time go? Where did all my energy go? And Jupiter's gonna look at you and be like, wherever you put it, right? So it's going to, this year is really going to be about balance, right? You're gonna want to find a balance, not overindulging, not underindulging, but indulging just right, like Goldilocks, right? Papa Bear's bed was too hard. Mama Bear's bed was too soft, but Baby Bear's bed was just right. And Goldilocks laid in Baby Bear's bed and fell asleep. You remember that part of the story? And then what happens? The bears come home, see her laid up in their child's bed. Like, what the hell you doing here, Goldilocks? And so again, that is a great, metaphor for Jupiter. Can't be too hot, can't be too cold, can't be too hard, can't be too soft. You're really going to have to find a balance here. Now, what's also going to be impactful is the other planets in your Taurus. So, wherever you have your, whatever, I would say it like this, whatever planets that you have in Taurus, Jupiter is going to have an influence there as well. So it's going to be important for you to get your birth chart, take a look at your Taurus, and notice what planets you have there, what placements are there. Pay really close attention, because Taurus is going to expand in those areas. It's not just going to focus on Taurus. It's not just going to focus on the second house of resources, right? Jupiter is going to expand the energies that are in Taurus that it's close to, whether that's for the good or the bad. Like I said before, that's going to be Mama Bear or Papa Bear's bed. You got to find the balance and make sure that you are in Baby Bear's bed. And because Jupiter is going to be influencing all of those planets, you'll want to analyze or work with someone, me, to analyze the influence of all of those energies in Taurus. Because it's not just going to work Jupiter in this area, okay, and then on this planet, and then on this planet. No, Jupiter's going to impact all of them together. So integrating those energies is going to be very important. So the last, I'm going to end on this note, is that you're going to have to do the work to get the gain, right? Jupiter isn't going to be in Taurus for a whole year and just make things happen like that. Like, we know that's not the way anything works. That's not the way anything works at all. It's going to be there, and the potential for it to work for you is going to be there. But if you don't actively put in the work, right? If you don't actively go into your garden and pull out the weeds, if you don't actively go into your garden with a watering can and water your plants on the days where it doesn't rain, then they're not going to grow. So you're going to have to do the work during this year to really get the gain. If you choose not to do the work, you're going to get the consequences. And because Jupiter is such an impactful planet, really growing, really magnifying, those consequences of not doing the work and not paying attention are likely going to be much larger than you think. And with Taurus being, again, at home in the second house, and Jupiter being in the second house, this is going to have a large impact on your resources. So your health, your wealth, as in finances and career. And those are two areas that you don't want to, you don't want to not pay attention to. You don't want to fuck around, have Jupiter in your second house in Taurus, not pay attention to your health, and then come out of a year in extremely bad health, overweight, ridden down, not having exercise, right? Not having eaten the right foods, not having drinking enough water, not having rested enough, because you will be completely worn down. So there's not much more really to say about this. They are very self-explanatory. We've talked a lot about Taurus again before, but not so much Jupiter. So if by chance this is your Jupiter return in Taurus, I hope that you have really done the work over these past 12 years, or boy, oh boy, you're in for a shit fest. And if by chance you would like to learn more about this, your Jupiter return, or your placements in Taurus and how Jupiter will impact that, I do have that as an option in my Etsy channel, Etsy store. So check it out and see. I don't know if I've got like a Jupiter return or a Saturn return, but I am gonna have those options up. But if you go there and you see something that you like, you can book it, use that 20% off code. And if you want to work with me on something that you don't necessarily see see an offering for in my shop, just send me an email, let me know, and we can definitely work something out. But this is going to be a great opportunity for us to do the work. I personally am not looking forward to this year, because the placements in my Taurus in my second house, I'm just like, I just want to throw up right now thinking about it. But I'm not going to throw up right now thinking about it. I am going to go forward with power and energy. Collective, thank you so much for joining me. I am going to be doing a major arcana reading, because this is going to be a full year. So definitely come back to this channel, subscribe so you can get the notifications, hit that notification bell. And I'll be doing a year ahead. What can I expect for the year? Since Jupiter is going to be in Taurus for a year. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me. I hope this has been informative. I hope this has given you some insight. I hope this has given you the direction and the guidance, the advice that you need, so you can move forward to your North Node and become the person you're meant to be. I'm wishing you peace, love, and blessings, collective. I'll see you again for the next one. Bye, Rhonda.